Welcome back. Today we are going to be reading a Disney Junior book called Doc McStuffing, Dad's Favorite Toy, and includes a foldable fortune teller. I'm not sure if it's still in here or my kids have used it yet. So let's meet the gang. You have Doc McStuffins. So Doc McStuffins is a doctor for stuffed animals and toys. She has a magic stethoscope that can bring her toys to life. Doc loves helping her friends when they aren't feeling their best. She makes sure to write down each diagnosis in her big book of boo-boos. Then you have Lammy. Lammy is Doc's stuffed lamb who just loves to cuddle. She doesn't like to get dirty and always tries to look her best. Next you have Stuffy. Stuffy is a silly but brave stuffed dragon. His greatest wish is to be a real dragon. Whether Stuffy is trying to fly or helping out, he's always good for a laugh. Next you have Haley. Haley is Doc's lovable hippo receptionist. She keeps things running smoothly. Haley is always ready to give Doc a helping hand. But that doesn't mean she doesn't know how to have fun. Next is Chili. Chili is a nervous stuffed snowman. He's constantly worried that he will melt. But Doc always reminds him that he's not a real snowman. So Dad's Favorite Toy, adapted by Sheila Sweeney Higginson, based on an episode written by Sasha Paladin, based on the series created by Chris Nee. Illustrated by Character Building Studio and the Disney Studio Art Team. The McStuffins attic is crammed with dusty boxes, so Doc and Donnie are helping Dad clean up. Donnie pulls some toys out of one of the boxes. "This was my favorite toy ever," Dad shouts. Kids meet Saltwater Surge and his trusty sidekick, Wellington Whale. They are always in motion to save the ocean, Dad says with his best French accent. Dad feels Wellington sprout up with water and presses the button on the whale's back. But Saltwater Surge doesn't go anywhere. Dad presses the button again. This time, Surge pops off and falls to the floor. "Don't worry," Doc tells her dad. "I'm sure I can fix him." Doc carries Dad's toys to the clinic. Her stethoscope glows and all the toys come to life. Saltwater Surge, Wellington Whale, "I'm Doc McStuffins, and this is everyone," Doc says. "Bonjour and hello," Saltwater Surge replies. "It is my pleasure to meet you all." Saltwater Surge hops onto Wellington's back but falls off again. "Looks like you could use a cuddle," Lammy says. "No, no, no," Surge protests. Saltwater Surge does not like the cuddles. Surge stretches his legs and strolls through the clinic. "It feels so good to walk around," he says. "Wellington and I have been in the attic for a long, long time. They used to belong to my dad," Doc explains to the other toys. "Dad? Who is this?" Surge asks. "Our kid has the name Marcus. I miss him." "My dad's name is Marcus," Doc says. "He was just talking about how much he would love to play with you both." Surge and Marcus together again. Can these be true? Surge wonders. Because we are always in motion to save the ocean, Surge tries, jumping onto Wellington's back. Sprung! But he falls to the floor with a thud. "Oh, Wellington, what will become of us?" Surge cries. "Surge, we can fix this," Doc assures the ocean explorer, picking him up. "We'll start with a checkup. Doc, I am in your hands, literally," Surge says. Doc checks Surge's eyes and ears. Then she checks Wellington's reflexes. After examination, Doc has a diagnosis. Surge and Wellington have worn button ptosis. I bet it's because Dad played with you guys so much, Doc adds. That's the sign of a well-loved toy. Doc needs to perform button replacement surgery. She uses her tweezers to remove the worn button. Then she uses her microscope to find the perfect replacement button. Surge hops on to try a wild whale jump. Doc pushes the new button and Surge does a perfect flip and lands safely on Wellington's back. Now you can play with Marcus, Surge says excitedly. There is nothing greater than the love between a boy and his toy. Doc, your dad's kind of grown up now, Lammy whispers. Do you think he'll still want to play with Saltwater Surge? I think he'll always love Surge, no matter what, Doc tells Lammy. And I know how to make sure Surge still gets played with by a kid. Lammy is so happy for Surge that she can't control her cuddles. She rushes over and squeezes him tightly. I forgot the cuddles feel so good, Surge admits. Doc scoops up the toys and rushes out to the yard. Dad, Doc calls. I have a surprise for you. She pulls Saltwater Surge and Wellington Whale from behind her back. Wow, Dad gasps. They look like new. Dad presses the button on Wellington's back. Surge performs a superb somersault. Wild Whale jumps. You fixed them, Dad says. That's so awesome, Donnie cries. Hey, Dad, if you're not going to play with Surge and Wellington so much, Doc whispers as she points to Donnie. Dad thinks Doc's idea is fantastic. Surge and Wellington are yours now, Dad tells Donnie, and remember what Saltwater Surge always says. Doc tells her brother, always in motion to save the ocean. And then, as it said at the start, it comes with the fortune telling. Doc's tips for playing with old toys. Old toys can be just as fun to play with as new ones. Older toys can be more fragile than new ones, so be more careful when you play with them. To make your old toy as good as new, try cleaning it up or ask an adult to help you fix any damaged parts. And that was a Disney Junior book, Doc McStuffins, Dad's Favorite Toy. Thank you for watching.